Tell me about Bob Smith, about what kind of man he was and a little about his background.
Well, first of all, Bob Smith never drank, never smoked. He used to work out long before it was popular. He was a boxer when he was younger, and so he and I used to do what we called road work. Today you'd call it jogging, but we'd go out in River Oaks and run up and down in the gutters of the streets and do road work for about half an hour, 45 minutes or so forth in the afternoon. When the first health club in Houston was opened, it was called the President's Health Club. It was on Main Street, West Gray, in the Century Bank building, built by Kenneth Snitzer. And we were the first members. And every day at 11 o'clock, Bob Smith would call me and say, "Mr. Welcome," that's what he called me. "Mr. Welcome, it's time to go." And so I'd meet him at the health club. We'd work out for a couple of hours and then talk, and then he would they would go back. I'd go back to the office. He'd go home. But he was his income from one field was $500,000 a month. And let me tell you, 65 years ago, $500,000 a month was serious money. He went to Scurry County and dug 90 oil wells without hitting a dry hole. He hit dry holes after that, but he drilled 90 wells without hitting a dry hole. Impressive record. So everybody said he must be a genius because he was the only one drilling in Scurry County. And so I asked him, I said, "Well, how did you figure it out, Scurry County?" He says, "I bought those leases because they were cheap." He said, "I didn't know anything more about it than you do." He said, "But they were cheap leases and I bought them." And then when we finally drilled something out there, we discovered oil. Scurry County is still producing mammoth amount of oil.